Hello, welcome all. After a long while, after being stuck with my university work, I'm back with Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Portrait of Ruin, to say it properly. And you may wonder why there's a parrot here. It will all make sense by the end. At least a little bit more sense. And tonight my goal is to possibly complete the game. Because last time I got pretty much close to the end. The only problem is that there's some seemingly horribly difficult fights ahead of me, like Richter, most of all. I may have said last time that I'm gonna do side quests off stream, but I decided not to do that because I want to try beating Richter with my current power, by adding nothing to it. I also noticed in my last stream that this beautiful picture here still is not covering everything is supposed to. Like a really nasty pixel of stuff showing behind it. More than a couple of pixels. Okay, maybe it's not perfect now, but it's better. Okay, so did I leave myself right by Richter? I think I did. Okay, I will try to acclimate myself to the buttons once again, which should be easier than 9 souls. I'm dreading playing 9 souls after this stream, and of course not because I don't want to play the game, but because it always takes a little bit to get used to it, like it's fast-paced rhythm and all, and now I haven't played it for like 2 months. Okay, let's see what I want to do. So the idea with Richter, I'm pretty sure I remember correctly if I say that you need to play as Jonathan. You can't use Charlotte, because Jonathan is like the whip user of this generation. I tried it last time with Final Sword, which I think I did horribly with. And I try to think of if I have any better weapon to use there. I would like the little bit of faster weapon, like the slow weapon is what I've depended on my Jonathan gameplay. Most of the run through, I think. But with Richter, I think I need something a little bit faster. Could it be that I used Vampire Killer here? Might be some gimmick. I don't honestly remember like what kind of damage I did to Richter. Oh, even my best whip is... Oh, this is not even my best whip. This is, and its damage is kinda bad. To me, this is like a cursed weapon in Golden Sun. Like the red border is etched into my soul to mean a cursed weapon. Hello, Sammy. Yeah, this is AI Armand trying to make up for that guy's disappearance. I don't know what to use. Like, all the powerful weapons are horribly slow. Maybe long spear might be just what I need. We are fighting Richter. I think that is my next boss fight. Because I did all the paintings, all the portraits, I should say, last time. And I'm presuming this is like Dracula. Or at least like a final portrait. Before the fight. Maybe I'll take a look there if I don't make any progress with Richter, but I'm gonna try him first. Yeah, another attempt. There he is. This is sub-weapons. I've been playing a game with some of these sub-weapons recently, while I'm trying to have a break. I mentioned it on my summer planning stream, but I'm gonna say it again that I really like Minotaur Hollower. It had really been worth the wait for me. I'm right at the final boss in that game, doing the last tour of the world, trying to find some power-ups. And I don't want the game to end because I really liked it. I don't think everybody likes it. Like, at first I felt that, like, why isn't this more like Zelda? But I learned to appreciate the game's own ideas by the end. I would say for some things, it is like, it tries to purposely be like different from Zelda. Like just to be different. And those might not be the strongest parts of the game. But the idea I got from the demo, and what I was kind of disappointed about, is that I thought from the demo that it's just gonna be like an action game with the Zelda presentation for some reason. But no, it actually has like a really complex and detailed world. Which I would say is the best part of the game. Like the action is good, but the world is so well designed. The weirdest choice in the game is sub-weapons. Like, it doesn't have almost any permanent upgrades. Almost everything is like a trinket. Like the Zelda rings in Oracle games. But more powerful. I think that's where the idea comes from. Then... there's like sub-weapons that work just like in Castlevania. It is made by the same team, like very same people as Shovel Knight. They finally got out of the limbo of making a Shovel Knight Kickstarter promises true, and they got a new game done. But yeah, there were some news about their financial troubles or something. I think that's why they released the game. Like, if they didn't have any financial troubles, they would have probably worked on Mina for like 3 more years. But they sort of had to put it on sale, and it's really polished and finished. We really don't die here. Well, it's in imagination or some kind of, I don't know, magical realm, so you don't die there. I was talking about subs, sub-weapons, those are type of subs. Hello, Duck. I'm not doing any better in this fight. I don't know what to change. Almond sandwich at Subway took forever to make, but it was worth it. I think the last sandwich I had at Subway was really not worth it because it was like really dry. It really wasn't like fresh bread. And I go to Subway like 2 times a year. But the last time I went to Burger King, and I don't usually like Burger King very much, I just torture myself by going there, again like 2 times a year. I tried the Korean burger and it was pretty good. My sandwiches are always drenched in sauce that's soaking through the bread at the wrapper is disgusting. I had it sometimes, but I've had pretty good sandwiches at Subway too, like that have just the right balance. But it's a pretty insane like corporate way to work that they fly all the ingredients for Subway in Finland from like to US. They don't use any fresh ingredients from Finland. Everything comes from overseas. So they can like go by their strict guidelines or whatever. So it really isn't like an effective way to produce food. Okay, I think that there are some pretty clear attack windows, which are like after sub-weapon uses. What I can't tell about is like when he's gonna use the whip. Yeah, I'm getting hit by the whip. I'm getting whipped by this cracker here. So, I don't know how to fight that. Okay, big cross. Can you heal here? They're behind him? Yeah, that might be it. And he seems to get stuck in a direction when he uses a sub-weapon. I'm gonna just eat my rotten durian and get to 1 HP. And then try again. Like, that's a long time of him looking at one direction. Well, it's fast try again, if nothing else. But do I just like jump? Yeah, he got stuck there too. With a really quick weapon, I might be able to always get behind him. It's like a Proto Souls boss fight where you strafe around the boss for the whole fight. Trying to make it like hit past you. This works by far the best out of anything I tried so far. Do you have a cake that Princess Peach has helped bake just for you? Because I had one of those. Oh yeah, you went to Super Mario World. Again, thanks for the pictures. Oh, you had the Peach's personally made cake. What a cake whore. I mean, Was it good? I've heard the food there is at least decent. And the cake looks really good at least. Incredible how it was fresh baked but looks fresh out of a box. Yeah, she's so good at that. Oh, can you have the time? Not really, but I still managed to escape. I don't know, like, what might his HP be at the moment? I have no idea. Okay, not now. Get whipped. Food was all really good and not crazy expensive, but souvenirs are where they get you. Yeah, that's how they make their money. I think that's all theme parks. I've never been to anything you would call a theme park. I've been to an amusement park where you can go to rides and like buy some expensive snacks, but I haven't gone to any. No, I actually have. I've been to Moomin World, which is not an amusement park. It's just a theme park in Finland. When my friend worked there and played one of the characters, like the main draw of Moomin World is that you get to interact with the bulbous characters. And then they like put up plays and such. So yeah, I've been there. And it's meant for like 5-year-old kids, so I don't think I got the optimal experience. Does Stingy try to murder you as well? Well, actually, I went to Moomin World when I was like 2 years old. And I was like afraid the whole time. Because I didn't want to see like a 3D Stingy. that whole prospect horrified me so much that I just kept crying that I want out. I don't remember if he tried to murder me, but yeah, that would be the authentic experience. Yeah, it would be nice if you had like a classic Castlevania health bar here for this fight. But I'll keep trying to keep up hope that I'm doing some real damage. That's the jump. Okay, now's not my chance. Chance. Ah, okay, not really. Like that jump. Isn't that some speedrunner who like spliced in like a cut in the video and said like I like that jump and then it was really embarrassing? I haven't really followed speedruns, but even I've heard about that incident. Ah, fuck! But I did rewatch the Dear Sega video recently. where the guy like really confidently and really in a really well produced way presents like an absolutely horrible idea for a Sonic game, but that's already like 10 years old. And I haven't ever heard anybody else say Dear Sega. Really funny because he immediately starts acting like a kick dog for seemingly no reason. The reason is he cheated. Yeah. Yeah, if you write Dear Sega in YouTube search, I think you can find that video. And there's like a real like Inception boom horns when the like really shitty redesign for Sonic appears on the screen. I kind of feel bad because he probably made it completely seriously, but it's so comedic at the same time. If you played with Jonathan from the start to upgrade his sub-weapons, we tried to tell you. Upgrade sub-weapons? What do you mean upgrade? I don't even know that system. Also, I haven't really tried using sub-weapons here. What do I even have equipped? Javelin. Like that jump guy also did the live funeral for Iwara. That was so unbelievable cringe and tasted it's like art. Yeah, sometimes like best internet content hits that sort of sweet spot. And it's always precious. And worth protecting. Well, this works for some time. If you use sub-weapons a lot, they become mastered. And get way better. We may have discussed that ages ago. But I certainly haven't mastered any sub-weapons, so... Too bad for me. This is the best pattern. I thought about this game, I just didn't have time to play it. But I thought even more about 9 Souls, because part of my research was literally like researching the origin of Taoism. So I can go into even more boring tangents while playing that game. Very modern game mobility. Yeah, I think that is the deciding factor. But there are no stairs here, so we don't have Richter's like main weakness featured. You can try win side quests, some rewards can be useful. Yeah, that is what I planned for tonight. That if I can't beat this, I will do win side quests. That I almost did off stream, but that felt kinda dirty. I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna try one more time. And see if I can think of anything. But then I'm gonna focus on side quest after that. Let's try Vampire Killer. I had an idea that this might do something special. For reasons I can't really explain. Because he uses it? 20? No. Yeah, like feeling this feels really bad when you don't really like get stopped properly. It feels so unsatisfying and like uncathartic in a way. $57. It's pretty good for a whip. 92, that's kinda better, but is this better than the weapon I used previously? I think it's about the same, and there's a little bit more damage. I guess he's weak to darkness. Final Sword. I haven't tried Final Sword today. I just had the bad feeling last time that I didn't do much progress with it. But yeah, that is the most damage I can do with any of my weapons. And kinda the same tactic works, and I can even like kinda hit behind me. It still isn't going so well. I think I still had the best chance with the spear. I mean, we might have discussed Darkness last time. Usually against 2 out of 400 enemies. Yeah, that's pretty common in video games. The Darkness is really like a gimmicky element. What I'm doing right now is simply not working out. Trading blows. I would say the Final Sword is like, it's 1 tier too slow. I did better with the spear and maybe even the whip. I can't stop for some reason. I'm gonna try one more time with the whip. This one did the most damage. Trying for his own Ivada for a moment. I don't think I could do that even if I tried my absolute best. You don't do that sort of stuff, and I haven't even seen it, but I can feel the feeling, and it doesn't happen by accident. You are born to do the Iwata funeral event. Okay, that is going kind of well. I think the rhythm of this weapon is just right to get this pattern to appear. Which is even more important than the damage. It is like a classic video game boss where you try to get him stuck in a pattern. I think there's some randomization here, but I can make that happen like most of the time. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna heal because this is going kind of well right now. What do I want to eat? My financier, maybe? And then one Pyoko. And trusty ground meat and some... No mushrooms. Maybe... ice cream? Okay, I hope that's enough. Any hit now? This old man has a lot of HP. Great uncle. Yeah, I guess that's more accurate than grandpa. Do it. Do the jump. Do your dumb jump. I don't have a patience for a fight like this that just drags on. I'm gonna start making mistakes any moment now. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I absorb his power. Can I now use the whip? The true power of the vampire killer has been unleashed. Oh, you returned. You don't know what I just went through. You seem to be in one piece. Well, how did it go? How's the vampire killer? Hey, no problem. Yeah, nobody else saw all the losses. Its power is pretty scary though. Looks like the legends about it weren't lying. Yeah, it makes you like jump in place and always face the wrong direction. But, I know. Don't overuse it, right? Well, I'll try my best. I'll be with you, so relax. You'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go. Instead of seeing wind, I'm gonna go see the final painting. And let's see if it's straight to the boss fight or if it's like another full level. And if it's gonna be even more difficult than that. Execution to end this game. Speaking of that, I announced on my summer planning stream that I'm cancelling one ongoing game because I have too many and I want to start new ones. And it is the one that I think I have the least amount to add to because many people are streaming it. And I didn't even get that far in it. And it is Retro Requiem. And I'm just gonna finish that on my own. And play something else instead. Ella, Loretta, I told you not to come here. Hey, who are you talking to? They are busy following orders. You too. I read that you twat at first. What have you done to my daughters? Oh, must suck for him. Sadly for you, they are regained their senses. No sympathy, just absolute coldness. I feel the same coldness as from CDI Zelda. When she says, good. Thanks to my magic. How can this be? Why is this like a much older game? We discussed this before, that this has that strange, like, directed from Japanese type of translation. Where it uses some pretty, like, awkward sentences. But I think that adds to the charm. How could you two understand? Those two are the reincarnations of my dead daughters. This has been said many times. I don't care. Being a family means being connected by heart. Ties of blood and souls are insignificant. This is a hard claim in a world with like souls you can absorb. When I learned why my father did what he did, I understood. Wish Japanese Europe and Japanese America from all the games were real. Yeah, me too. The only thing I don't want to be real is like French America from Heavy Rain, because that was kind of horrifying. Oh, and American Japan. I experienced that by trying out Forza Horizon 6. That's like a horror game. Because Japan in that game is so like empty and set dressing like, and even the mascots don't look like Japanese, and nobody speaks Japanese, and I just felt like a haunting feeling playing that game. Kind of fun to try, but it's so empty inside. Okay, back to Jonathan. You used the curse to manipulate your dear daughters. Now that's sad. Oh, he's fuming. Do they use honorifics in clear English? I don't think they use like any actual Japanese, because I think Microsoft thought that if players heard Japanese, like, they are gonna feel bad that they don't understand. It's so, like, the Japan is so watered down that I haven't seen it anywhere else. It's completely unique and not worth even seeing. And then there's the thing that many people like mention about modern Forza games, is that everybody's like so encouraging and friendly always. Like, you don't have any rivals, nobody ever feels bad, everybody always tells you like, just try again. Like the whole soul of the game is so like robotic. But Pokemon? Yeah, there is something similar to Pokemon. That's a very good point. I couldn't draw the lines, but yeah, the world is kind of similar. It's like bland in the not that far away. And now I must suffer the loss of my daughters to humanity again. I'll show you how that feels. And then I'll make those girls my daughters once more. Now that's a problem. Sorry, can't let you do that. Sonic could say this. Behold the power of my painting. Yep. There he is, painting with blood. Oh, that's a cool idea. We're safe. Very safe. Okay, Dark Whip isn't the best weapon for him. Against him, I mean. Yeah, Final Sword. What is he doing? Making a silly face? Hey, X? Oh, it goes in an X form? There's a pretty nice painting back in the background here. Let's do the big crash. What am I looking at? I'm just trying to get like an idea what this boss fight is like. You can break the paint to make it safer. Oh. Okay, I need to do something like that because the painting is filling the whole screen. There were no safe places with that. But I would say that doesn't seem as strict as Richter. That is probably a more forgiving fight. And I might eat those words, but we'll see. I'm gonna try with Charlotte. Let's see what she has. What does she have equipped? Thunderbolts. It's usually pretty good. Make you eat those words. That's fair. And shut up. And here we go again. 86. Okay, so you can remove the blood from the screen. I wonder if you can like touch the blood on the touch screen. No. I don't know why I got that idea. Yep, those were some pretty sick looking guys. He does make good art, I can't deny that. Shit, I need to save after I unequip this whip. Because that's literally as bad as I can get here. His body language is also like fantastic. Look outside looking guys, yeah kinda. Here's some Picasso inspired art. And the whole screen's like reflected there in the middle. What is that about? I guess that you can see like a head. I'm not sure, but it looks cool. I also should go buy some healing stuff because I don't have almost any healing items. Yeah, it's good to have a Nosferatu vampire in a Castlevania game. It's a design they haven't really used this far. Blood art technique. Getting weak to fire, that is a good bet. I'm also poisoned now. Let's try fire spells, especially when the painting comes into play. I have... Oh, let's try Gunman, just for fun. That's pretty good damage. Might be some even better spells if I can find them. Do I have any fire spells? I surely do. Ancient Romanian blood paint jutsu, it is kind of that. But he has some more modern influences too, like he's not stuck in the past as an artist vampire. Like the 20th century theme of the game is also like in the art you can see, like this is early 20th century art. Especially the Picasso painting here. So once again, like the game shows its aesthetics in a really smart way. I think many people say that this is like the aesthetically weak Castlevania because of the more like typical anime-like portraits. But it's only skin deep. Like when you look deeper, this game's backgrounds and like set dressing is fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna start with better weapons, and maybe I'll take a detour to buy some healing items. I think that's gonna make my life much easier. I don't feel like doing side quests right now, I have to say. yeah, the characters, I'm not claiming that they are strong, they really aren't. But overall the game has some pretty nice stuff in it. Graphics-wise. Like, I think that's what makes games like the Forza game I mentioned, like so uninteresting aesthetically. Because you can't see any one person's handprints in the game's art or writing. It's also like approved by committee. And yeah, it's not just what I look out from a media product. I want to see like who made it and then leave their mark. And this game is small enough that despite this being like a big Konami production, you can still see the taste and the influence of the people behind the game who made this. Yeah, I think the director said in an interview that they tried to get the younger audience with this game. Like they were worried that only like middle-aged people like Castlevania, which is truth nowadays, I would say. But yeah, with this art style, they were trying to get some like younger players. Eric, we lifted a curse from your daughters. Oh, pretty good idea to tell him, I have to say. Thanks to my magical genius. Oh, Charlotte is so great. You were in time? I don't believe it. It's a miracle. They said they won't ask about you until this is all over. That's good. If they knew what I become, it would only upset them. You already unlocked the Vampire Killer? Why am I not using that, by the way? I unlocked the full power of the Vampire Killer, and I instantly forgot about it. Maybe I should use that against the vampire. Yep. If you understand how your father felt, then it's best not to use the whip after this battle ends. Well, I'll do what I can. I prefer not to die young. Why not just beat the game with Super Kong? That's in the Switch version. Ready to face the castle's lord? Do your best. Master Jonathan, Miss Charlotte. Yeah, no problem. Oh, he's channeling Sonic again. Nothing is possible for me. Charlotte is fully self-absorbed now for some reason. Hey, let's buy some of the healing items that I plan to buy. They aren't even that expensive. I'm gonna buy 9 or 8 or at least 7. Any exciting weapons? Not that I have money for any of them. Yeah, I'm feel ready. I'm just gonna go. And I'm gonna equip the Vampire Killer now. Charlotte does actually briefly become possessed by a villain in the mobile game, so maybe they were building to that moment 20 years earlier. Might have been in design documents. Like, of course, developers write a lot more about the game that's actually put in the game. Like, we talked about Sonic earlier. There's all sort of like backstories for Sonic that never appear in any game. Where like he got turned from a normal hedgehog into blue hedgehog by experiment by the doctor who wasn't Robotnik yet, but his name written. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Vampire Killer is what I was trying to equip. Here we go, good damage too. Dream Sonic Speedball already? I think Sonic Speedball would be good retro suffering. I'm pretty sure this is not the final boss, because there's still this room up here that I haven't unlocked. And I think that's gonna unlock after this one, and it's probably gonna be Dracula. Answer might shock you. Yeah, I think it's Dracula. But in what form? That is always the question. Okay, here we go again. What does Vampire Killer do? Oh, good damage. Is it? Yeah, it is. I don't know how to dodge these at all. But I'm gonna summon a meteor. Already dying, that's a shame. I don't think I'm even doing that good. Okay, this I know, if I go to this side of the room, I'm gonna heal. I thought that would heal more. Oh, they just disappear. Good to know. Yeah, you can be pretty careful with the blood, and it's not that much danger if you do that. I think I just need a little bit of practice with this fight. One thing people say about Mina the Hollower is that it's like really, it's really difficult. And I just don't see it. Like, I think the game is like completely average difficulty. So I'm not sure where the discourse that it's a super difficult game came from. I had trouble with the game when I started with the hammer, when I played the demo in the Steam Next Fest. But now when I played the whole game, I started with the whip, and the game is like much easier to learn that way. And even when I played by myself, I got used to how the hammer feels. So I think you just need to get used to the controls a bit, and then it's not a difficult game. I played much more difficult games, and yeah, I have 100% completed Toy Story 2, so you know I'm pretty good. I didn't watch the Xbox showcase, that was just a while ago. Oh shit, they died. But I think they announced like a Toy Story retro collection. That I'm pretty sure includes Toy Story 2. Of course, the Crown Jewels collection. And that's a good bridge to talk about all the game announcements in all those advertisement shows. Although I'm not sure if I have much to say about it. Like Summer Game Fest itself, you know, by Doritos Pope, was pretty good. Like they showed some nice looking games. It was better than last year. And Geoff Keighley didn't pretend to cry a single time, which I think was an improvement. Oh, okay, am I gonna be like a face of evil? I'm trying to reference YouTube poop out of Zelda CDI, and then I realized that that's gonna require much more explanation than I like to do. And let's just forget I ever said that. All the ad shows are boring as fuck. They are kinda boring, but I've seen worse. Okay, I'm gonna summon Meteor now that he's the painting. Maybe he's weak to fire. Oh, I didn't even hit him. Oh, that sucks. This is the F word? Oh, sorry. I blasphemed with your mouth. And now you're going to hell. All his quotes are great. This is so easy to dodge, and the poses are even better. I agree. Where does the 5 come from? Oh, I just beasted him. And I know beast is not the verb, but I've used it for a long time in my version of English. Damn you, humans. You selfishly start wars and despoil the earth. Perhaps justice wasn't on my side, but I will never admit that it was on yours. Fine either way. After all, justice is just a matter of perspective. Oh, what a philosopher. The fact is, you are just a coward who couldn't face the truth. You couldn't accept your fate, so you just abandoned humanity to get what you wanted. I just wanted to protect my family. Oh, his death. Oh, the explosive death then. I guess he escaped earlier. Well done. Now the interloper is no more. I said that wrong. What? The studio painting was cutting off the throne needed to revive Lord Dracula? A clever plan. Alas, now my lord can be revived. Revived by death. The irony. But that's Dracula. Okay. Oh, it's a classic staircase. I love this. I sense terrible powerful magic up ahead. King Dracula's that way, restoring the castle's power. Without a doubt, this is what death was after. Come on, we just can't sit around and let this happen. Let's go, Charlotte. Hold it, our enemy is a legendary monster. This won't be easy. No, looking straight to your soul. Is she speaking to the player? I literally said that that's what he was after out loud 2 minutes ago. Yeah, like the villains in this game really want to be like clear. They want to be understood. They want to give you a chance to see their side of things. Because you know, justice is a matter of perspective. You're right. Maybe we should check our supplies first. Oh, they're telling me to buy healing items. Maybe even like getting better weapons or something. I'm gonna go save. Alright, that is the end for sure, because that staircase is pretty famous and very iconic. Wasn't look at the screen, so how was it supposed to know that directed to me? That's called subtext. You're just gonna, you know, understand. Okay, some final monies. Some final health upgrades. I'm gonna go take that. Don't I have some trick I can do to jump higher? How do you do it again? I don't remember. Let's see. That's my skill cube. Up plus L. Here we go. Then some foie gras, that's good. And 2,000 buckaroos. Nice art here too. Dragon coming from baby Jesus, that's how I read this. Of course, like Dracula's name, mini dragon. It's like really deep symbolism. You need to know some world literature to know this one. Let's see how it goes. Dracula. Okay, let's see how it looks like. I can't believe this power. No wonder he's called the Lord of Darkness. Oh, Charlotte hyping you up. He looks more shaved than usual. I guess he's like young, being reborn. Oh, so you're ignoring me? Turn and face me! Okay, death first. You will not touch Lord Dracula. This time, let's fight for real! Oh, he's gonna throw the glass. Nice, I clapped. Dead by Daylight dating sim looking. I'm sure there's an audience for that. Enough with this sideshow. Why don't we show him our combined power? Oh, they're gonna combine? A Death and Dracula joint attack? That was never mentioned in any book I read. Maybe it's gonna be a joint in a way that they're gonna do like a, you know, blunt rotation. Well, there's two of us. So, I guess this makes it even. No problem, bring it on. Death Dracula, Death Dracula. Oh, is it gonna be actually like a mirror of our gameplay? Because that's a cool idea. I didn't even consider that. But no, it's two characters doing their thing. I can't do stuff like that, but they can do meteor. Oh shit, I have flashbacks from these meteors. I mean fireballs. Alright. It's nothing I can't handle so far. And I've learned from NES game that you just jump behind him. Took me a really long while to realize in that game. Works here really well. Okay, now they're just being assholes. I'm saving up for the next meteor. Okay, I can't go behind him when he's in the near the wall. Yeah, like this is hectic, but still manageable so far. I don't know how bad this gets. I think two character boss fights are kinda hard to design because they can turn into a mess. Okay, this is the most dangerous pattern when he appears by the wall. Just duck. Okay, their joint attack is here. I'm gonna do mine. Oh, I died. Never mind. But you know what? That doesn't feel too bad. It didn't feel impossible at all. I think in some ways that's more manageable than the Browner fight. Which I will regret saying, I think, later on. I don't know what they did by the end. Or how to protect myself from it. But I can hopefully figure it out. This time I'm gonna take the power-ups and go save. So I don't have to worry about it the next time. And I'm trying to get my shit together while I'm taking a break here. Okay. Are you eating bread? That expression date is January 9th. That is a little while ago. Here we go again. Okay, when both of them are here, I'm gonna summon Meteor. On NES, you can double jump. Up. Gotta dodge. Couldn't dodge. My sub weapon is completely worthless. I need to change it at some point. But why am I not doing it though? Yeah, I know that feeling, like coming back from somewhere and scouring the house for something to eat. Alright, that's dangerous. I gotta look out for that. I think the fight is that it's not that bad overall, but there's some really dangerous moments that you gotta be ready for. I think one other great thing about Mina the Hollower is that the soundtrack is more Castlevania inspired this time, and it's mostly really good. I think the composer always does good soundtracks, but I think the Mina one might be my favorite so far. And I even read a review that said that there's like mediocre music, so I feel like some reactions toward that game are from a different reality. I think one reason for a negative reaction towards Mina is that it got 10 out of 10 on IGN, and that's really suspicious. Like, it really like screams paid review when you get 10 out of 10 from IGN. I believe that gave a bad impression to some people. Kinda did to me. I don't know how to deal with that. Maybe the high jump? That just destroys me. Was Mario Hack Up the reason that was kind of the opposite, where everyone was saying it was the best thing they ever played, and I felt like I must have played a different game from them? Yeah, I think I've experienced that too with some game. But then there's games like Mario Galaxy that I think is like objectively one of the best games of all time, and then there's some people who say that that's just like mediocre, so I guess you just can't understand everybody. It's not universally loved, but a game where I feel that every time is that I know some people really like Final Fantasy 12, and I started that game like 6 times, and I never enjoyed it at all. I can say at all, but I don't like it very much, and I don't know what people see in it. I don't know what I'm looking for even. One fresh kind of game project I planned for this summer is that is playing some Pokemon ROM hack. I kind of feel like playing Pokemon, and I don't want to play any of the boring, safe, like, official games. And I get the feeling that the reactions to what the ROM hacks might be kind of hyperbolic. Like, if I download the one that people say is the best in the world, I don't think I'm gonna get a very good one. Fantasy 12 is the one with the judge on the cover. The guy with big armor. Looks cool. And is a completely uninteresting character in the boring story in that game. The writer and director of Fantasy 12 left in the middle of the project. Because I think he got tired of Square's bullshit. And I think that might be one of the reasons why the game feels like there's something missing. Ah! Oh fuck, I'm gonna just heal again. I'm gonna brute force my way through this, and I still died. I really need to figure out the way to deal with that. Am I, like, invincible when I summon the meteor, for example? Director of Fun left Mario Galaxy before it was made. Yeah, okay. You know, that Mario game for me is 3D World. Like, there's some people who say, like, that's the best Mario game. And I think, like, that's the lame Mario game, because I don't like 3D World too much. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's not gonna last for the whole thing, so I don't know how to deal with the whole screen attack. Or maybe I cast, you know, the shell spell with Charlotte. That could be it. That you had to use for the underwater boss. I'm gonna try that next time. Where's Track? Oh, he's there. Testing your knowledge. That's what the final was supposed to do. Fuck. This is game design. Yeah, they didn't call it that back then, but this is where the concept of game design was born. It is kind of interesting to play, like, older games that didn't think about so much about game design yet, and see how, like, different results that produced. That's one reason why I enjoy playing, like, 80s and early 90s games. They just sort of, like, stumbled on the choices, and that's the wrong word to use for it, but it's different. Yeah, it is just what the devs thought was cool in some form. But of course there's early games like Super Mario Bros. And probably other games too, where they, like, tested the game a lot and made it sure it feels really good to play. And I think that is sort of like proto-game design, just going by the feeling and not by theory. And like I said before, I think the more theory enters game design, the more boring it becomes. Like, you can make the game that's right in every way, like correctly designed, and it can still be completely uninteresting. Okay, here we go. Wrong character! And it still hits me. God damn it. Okay, now Meteor. Oh, I'm alive at least. I think one way of boring correct game design is like... I'm gonna blame Ubisoft like always. It's in other games too. But that's sort of like pointless equipment mechanics where you get rewards on whatever you do, and it's like +5 attack type of equipment in a game that's not even an RPG. Like that adds like reward and progression in a game that doesn't really need it. Like one game I felt it's really pointless at was like newer God of War games. Okay, he's Scythe. I don't understand why they need to be... God damn it! Why they need to have all that sort of design. It's so theoretic instead of being fun. And I don't even think they're bad games at all. I think the first one is kinda inspired, the second one is kinda slop, but the first one... like that had creative minds behind it. The second one is just more of the same to sell it, and the story is a huge mess. There's some items to pick up last time, right here. Game design specialists use the science of your brain against you rather than innately fun. Yeah, like it's theoretic in the worst way possible. And even with game design and all these numbers and math and balancing, like I don't think you can make a video game into a science without losing uniqueness and interest. There's also the Marvel Spider-Man games made by Insomniac that, especially the number 2, is like so formulaic that there's not even like a... It's like, I don't know what to use. It's just a product, there's no art behind it at all. And it's even hidden by the leak that says that Sony forced them to have like an extra villain in there to advertise an upcoming movie. Like, of course a game that's designed with principle like that is gonna end up uninteresting. Like you pay 70 euros to get advertised by some boring shit villain that doesn't even fit the story. And then the game design side of things, that means that there's like 5 minutes stealth, 5 minutes action, 5 minutes cutscene, 5-minute puzzle. Everything's so evenly spread. What am I looking at once again? I'm trying to find a way out, and I'm not being very productive with it. I think I just need to play a bit better, and that's it. Then there's sort of like different way of focusing on game design, which I would say Mina the Hollower is an example of. Is that they focus like more on game design that you would otherwise. Like every single thing in the game is like there's some ideas and concepts and balancing behind it. It doesn't feel like soulless, it feels a little bit obsessive. I got the same feeling from Hollow Knight Silksong. It's I would say like only an indie game phenomenon. And I haven't thought of a name for it yet that I could like name my YouTube video. And I don't mean it's a bad thing. I mean it's like a completely modern video game phenomenon that didn't exist like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Okay, then let's see somebody understands. I don't think I'm doing a very good job explaining it. I would say that Shovel Knight was already, like, showed signs of that. And it's by the same people, so it shouldn't be too surprising. Maybe it's kind of like turning into theory what made NES games fun by creativity. And that sort of shows like the downside of it too. This is not gonna work out too well. Wait, it broke all the bones! It was perfect! God damn. I got hit really hard too, but still. I thought I killed Dracula for a moment because he didn't shoot any fireballs, but no, he's still here. Are they gonna do the big blast at some point? Because that was kind of scary. Yeah, that's a really good addition to it. Like, it's design made by people who grew up playing video games and not the people who, like, invented video games. It's like what Quentin Tarantino is to movies. Like, making movies about movies. Alright, they combine. Jonathan Charlotte can't do this. Okay, so we have the fucked up Demon Dracula 2. A little bit more skeletal this time. Which fits the death team, I think. Who's about feet? yeah, that too. That too. Okay, I'm gonna try to survive. You are both of them now? Oh, I am. I don't wanna be though. Because that means I'm gonna lose my MP that I could use for meteors. Yeah, it's just a thing you can do for the whole game, but I always feel it's kind of janky when you summon the other character. It's because I'm a bad player, but I never like to use it too much. Oh, he's using dead skies. That is really cool and thematic. Whoa, oh, it hurts really bad. God damn it, I was so far in. Oh, what a shame. But I guess I was kind of close to the end. You can hit the second form a lot before he does any attacks. So I would say that's a good sign. Oh, wrong place. I'm gonna get my duck fat. No, not duck fat. It's what fat is foie gras? It's goose fat? I don't remember right now. And it's not fat really, it's like fatty liver. Yeah. Like liver made unhealthy on purpose to make it like tasty food. There's like that side to it too. I think I like, have I tried it? I don't think I have. I haven't eaten that many like fancy food in my life. Warhammer 40k, yes. I think many interesting things are. Okay, I'm ready for this now. Not even that bad. Are you gonna bone up? No. I did it! Level ups in Minata Hollow are called bone up. And I think it's mildly funny. And it's just a Zelda 2 level up system, which I think they added to a top-down game because any Zelda top-down game haven't had a level up system. So it's again like being Zelda but being different on purpose. And I think that's one of those things that doesn't add that much to the game. I don't dislike it, but I don't think I would miss anything if it wasn't in the game. I think it's just made to make like collecting money in the game feel rewarding instantly. Like otherwise you would only buy items with it, but when you bone up from a certain amount of money, you get like instant gratification. So I think that is the justification behind the design. God damn it. Wish someone would make a really good Zelda 2 ROM hack. I tried a couple of 1 years ago, and at least one of them seems really good. I don't know if it's good, I didn't play very much of it. Ah, balls! Go behind. And it's also a funny idea in Mina. I can't stop talking about it. It's like Silksong when it came out. That the money is bones that you find like all over the place. But especially in graves. I think the game's like flavor is at its best when it's sort of like it's a little bit dark. And that is one thing, that you collect the bones what you kill, and then you dig out graves to collect bones, and then you use that to buy stuff. And it's all because like bones is an old way to call dollars, I think. I think that's where it comes from. I think the game wants me to have Charlotte here. That is the reading I'm getting. Oh no. Didn't do this last time. Fuck! I ate Peach's cake. I don't know how to... I do not know how to dodge that. Like, I haven't been doing so good as Dracula boned up. That sentence got you flagged? What the hell? Like, when people watch Mina streams, they have to talk about bone upping all the time, right? Maybe it's a Twitch trap. Okay, what are you up to now? Oh, big wings! Ah! What is going on? Oh, it just kills you. I guess, like, I'm gonna save the meter for that part. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna take a couple more tries, but I'm gonna do this. It's not impossible. I say to myself, and you. And I don't know if I believe it. Yeah, might be that you hit the ones that shake. I was kind of panicking too much to change my strategy from staying in one spot and spamming the attack button. But yeah, that might be the right way to do it. What was hold B thing again? This? But by the way, when you upgrade the whip weapon in Mina, I'm gonna stop it someday, I promise. At the last upgrade level, you can do this, which is a great Castlevania reference. Because as an attack, I think it's pretty useless in the game. That's gonna buy you GameStop. Download the game, always worked on somebody. Yeah, I'm happy now. But I would be even happier if you download another game made by I'm called Keizot. He's a Japanese developer who worked on this game for 20 years. Make a masterpiece. Ah. I think Ghost Libra might be my favorite action RPG. But I haven't done a very good job selling it to people. I know you bought it and haven't played it. But I gave it as a Christmas gift for a couple of friends, and none of them played it. I guess it doesn't look too enticing when you just see pictures. And then there's also like a pretty whack-ass tutorial in the game that I think might give a bad impression of it. For me, at least, the actual story intro like really instantly pulled me in. Some of these guys such as Mario Maker teamy levels. They are a bit like that, yeah. Mario Maker has so much potential, but it's so like teamy fueled. It always turns completely unfun when you play it for more than a bit. Oh, he does a soul steal spell, like to steal regular soul. I mean dead soul. And he upgrades from ha 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 to mua ha 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 in this form. I'm not gonna use Charlotte here, because I don't think that worked too well. I hate this part. Maybe it's like... No, it's not just up and down. Why did I think that? Better than even wall meat is foie gras. I'm doing like shit. Every one of his attacks works pretty well right now. This is like very easy to dodge and I still couldn't do it. Okay, I'm just gonna stay calm here because this is actually kinda easy. Last potion. Here we go again. I'm gonna use Meteor for this. Then this side. Okay, survived. I think it's simply healing when they are vibrating. Any more healing I would have? I'm gonna use this. I was about to save it for the final boss, but I'm gonna use it against Dracula here. I'm doomed. Okay, now I don't have a meteor for this. Can I squeeze any more healing out of anywhere here? I can! Okay, I'm gonna summon Charlotte for this so we can hit the both sides. It's scary looking, but not that bad actually. I'm not dodging any of his attacks very well. That's a slight problem. I'm trying. I'm so desperate when I go in here, but I really don't think I have anything that would heal me anymore. Can I eat the diamond? No. Maybe I'll eat the poison mushroom? Oh, it just hurt me. Okay. My little sister, who is also an orphan, is watching this in her hospital bed. She doesn't have long left and wants to see her favorite stream beat her favorite game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Your orphan sister's gonna die anyway, but at least Dracula's dead. You bad pal. Oh, what a wonderful choice of words here. As long as we are here, you won't be revived. Isn't he already kind of revived? Actually died 1 second before you won. Oh, because I was yammering on in the menu. Oh, that's a shame. Still, that's an impressive display of impromptu teamwork. And here's Charlotte, like, praising Dracula in the end with a smile on her face. Say what you will. Now play without potions? No. But I can see it. One day, my power will be fully revived. Guess so. Doesn't go any better for him, though. Fully or not, you are never ever gonna win. I look forward to seeing who will have the last laugh. Oh, here's Sunshine. The really small head. Then the franchise died. Not quite yet. There's Order of Ecclesia still. Are they gonna watch from the hill when the castle crumbles? Like, despite this being the game for newcomers in a way, it's also like tries its best to feel like a very classic Castlevania game too. It's a good balance. It's all over. This is a different, like, connotation in modern internet. Yeah. He sure caused a lot of trouble. How can we make up for it? As the older sister, I accept full responsibility. With that, I must ask a favor of you too. But that's not how it works, like you are the one doing favors now. No, you can't take all the blame. Loretta, be silent, please. Look, it's all settled now. If we keep quiet, there's no problem, right? I suppose. Can you imagine at the end of Curse of Belmont or whatever it's called, the character beats Dracula and says, "We are so back." I don't want to imagine that. I can't allow that, as she says. Oh, Wind is here too. They know their father's a ghost. Well done, both of you. Eric, well, I did make a promise. Father, is it truly you? Yes, my dear. Forgive me. Stella, you seem to have worried the most in all this. How do you know? No, father, it's an older sister's duty too. Yes, but still, don't overdo your role, okay? It's like a very Japanese thing to say. Like Muri. Muri naranai. Worried the most when she wasn't brainwashed and also a vampire. Yeah. I'm truly glad I could see you both at the end of my death. At the moment of my death. Live for all you are worth. And you, Jonathan, Charlotte, I truly am grateful. Father! Don't go! I had to choose the most dramatic moment. Father, father! He passed on. Thank you, Eric, for everything. Yeah, flashed a couple of times to make it even more aesthetic. Stella, forgive me, you tried so hard for my sake. I don't know if their relationship is very, like, healthy, and probably, like, you shouldn't accept that after being possessed. I'm going to become stronger. I'll try hard so that you'll never have to worry again. You need not always work so hard. That's right. Eric said that himself, didn't he? Whatever you do, don't overdo it. Like, two people in English even say don't overdo it. That, like, that's a set phrase that often. Jonathan, for you, trying harder might be a good thing. I did all the work in the end. Ah, sure, no problem. Why can't you learn to just let things be? I mean, a kid like you... Angry. Excuse me, you too. Forgive me, all of you. I can see I've caused you all a lot of worry, but I'm alright now. Jonathan needs to wag his finger and run off into the sunset. It all fits him perfectly. Oh no, I forgot. What? What, Vincent? He's a monk? I was about to say that I forgot about Vincent too, but... Is he the monk? Quick, we gotta find him. Charlotte! Oh, he didn't say Jonathan. Right. Loretta, let's help them. Yes, Stella. Okay. Wasn't too far off. Huh? Wait a second. Hey, I'm over here! Okay, just a bit of comedic relief at the end. Before this data has been saved. And that is the game. TS Iga, what a legend, still making games, still making Bloodstained, and 2 is coming up. I didn't play the side quest in the end, but I feel pretty fulfilled by this game, and it didn't feel like bad coming back after a break. I think I got back into the swing of things by my pile of potions pretty quickly. I think what worked really well in this game for me is that this stayed challenging up all the way to the end. I said it on Discord too, but I think the biggest disappointment with Symphony of the Night is that it becomes so easy by the end. But for this game, like the final boss, even with the pile of potions, was challenging. And the Richter fight too. I think Richter fight made the final boss easier by giving you the vampire killer. But I don't know if it's that huge of a difference. And no, this doesn't warm me for 9 souls, it's too different. But like in all Castlevania games, I think the inseparable point in this is the aesthetics, the music and the graphics. The portraits are kinda mediocre, but the backgrounds and the atmospheres are so well crafted that they make up for it. And these look nice, these look better than the in-game portraits, even though they might be based on them. I think the classiness of the Kojima portraits in the previous games really fit Castlevania so well. He looks less bold in this. Just a bit. And the art theme was not like overdone, but still present throughout the game. I think Browner Fight did it the best. Of course, like it had the paint mechanics. But this game didn't go as far as to like... why is this empty? To have like a DS touchscreen painting mechanics. That would have been a complete misstep with this one. I think they learned from Dawn of Sorrow. Not to add too many DS gimmicks. It looks like I'm missing some characters that I never met or something. Because these paintings are empty. I don't know. Daizabura. And Yaki. Yeah, like there's an internet game, especially Yoshi games, where the theme completely overtakes the game. Pikmin 4 with Docs. I think that still stays on the side of like tolerable. Oh, here's me. And word art. I think I like Pikmin 4 more than usual. Or more than average. Maybe. Because I really enjoyed it. This game, I think I like this as much as anybody who says it's a good game, because I really like this. On to next Castlevania at some point. And I think I'm gonna make the next one a 3D one. Maybe Castlevania 64? Maybe a PS2 game? Not Lords of Shadow, that's for sure. Just perfect timing too. Like this is just about how much I plan to stream tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with Meh. And after that with Steam Next Fest. Hopefully you enjoyed following Castlevania. What a ruin. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a good pick with the 3D ones. I'm also gonna appreciate this scene one more time. I don't think this even like misrepresents the game with the action. The game does feel like this to play when you use imagination a bit. Like, Charlotte does feel that powerful. And in the final boss fight, I think one of the deciding factors that let me win is that I started using the Shoryuken jump more. Not in the final phase, like the final phase was a shit show. But the phase before that went kind of well. Oh, and this recognizable attack in the boss fight too. Yeah, Mommy Model was used many times. There's some modern anime made with 3D models that looks worse than this. I think the resolution forgives a lot. Okay, but that is it. Berserk is one of the worst ones, but is that even modern anymore? Isn't that like 10 years old already? Time passes so fast. Here they are. Our heroes. For the end, I have a parrot. And if like human sense of aesthetics was would be true, this would be an evil parrot. And it's known by many names, but one of them is Dracula parrot. And I thought that would be fitting. It does look like dressed like Dracula. But it's just eat fruits. It doesn't suck blood, as most parrots do. It's evil and fucked up in a deeper way, in its like very soul. What I'm also gonna try now is a new thing I promised trying the summer, is that I'm gonna raid some stream. I don't know if anything is gonna come out of that, and it might take me a little bit because I don't know how to do it. Thank you so much for watching. No pressure to stay until I do the raid. I'm just gonna try it out now. And while I try to figure out how that's done, this ruins the ending picture too. But please enjoy this footage of Bobom battlefield, you know, big Bobom fight. Pretty famous. Enjoys the viewer, hopefully. This might be completely pointless, but I want to try this. I want to see if anything happens to come out of this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. So, I need to go to twitch.tv. That is a site, right? Yeah, here we are. Then, I'm gonna look into Castlevania Portrait of Ruin category. It's here. And then I'm gonna rate the streamer that's also streaming it, who is nobody at all. I'm the only one on Twitch streaming this. So my idea is already ruined. Just like the portrait. Let's try some other Castlevania game. Let's try Dawn of Sorrow. There is nobody streaming it. I thought these would be more popular. What about Area of Sorrow? No, there's somebody streaming it with 16 viewers. It's a VTuber. Let's go invite her. It's in Spanish though. I don't think that's a problem. Yes, a McDonald's ad that you're hearing in the background. But just as practice, the last raid and the name. Okay, let's go. Thank you once more. Good night. Here's the raid.
Creo que no hay ninguno ahorita. Creo que no hay mods ahorita. Ahorita veo cómo le hago. Era por acá. No hay mods. Debe ser de los que aparecen en el test.
Is the raid successful? Did we raid somebody?
Ahí está, pude borrar.
Let's see what my stream looks at the moment.
Lo puedo borrar.
How do you even see
Hola,
that?
no sé quién, no me acuerdo tu nombre. No, disculpe, pero ahora, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto. Mucho
Needs 1 min? What do you mean? Needs 1 min? What do you mean? Oh, it takes 1 minute. That's strange. I didn't know that.
¿Quién cuesta ser ahorita moderador? Un ratillo.
You can force it. How do you force it?
A la sala, a ver. Eso. Por si acaso.
Well, 1 minute is also already almost gone, so.
Mensa. Se me olvida que no tengo el gato ya. A ver, vamos a tratar de...
I said this is VTuber, but it's more like a PNG tuber. It's just the mouth moves.
Ahora jugando estoy, haremos a descubrir todito por si cuenta. Yep. Armon. Armon. ¡Ay! Armon, muchísimas gracias por esta lluvia de estrellas. Te lo agradezco bastante. Arigatensu. Permítame. Muchísimas gracias por el apoyo. Bienvenidos a todas las personitas que vienen de parte de Armon. Arigatensu, muchas gracias por este apoyo. Permítanme. Y el... No hay moderadores. Muchas gracias por el apoyo, hermano. Arigatensu, espero que tu stream haya ido lo mejor posible. Tiene vacancita, porfis. Eso era todo. Hola, guatones. De mientras nota tu, por si acaso. Luego te lo quito. Pero por si quieres ayudarme un poco. De la canción. Ay, cómo odio este. Creo que tiene demasiada vida. No hace la gran cosa. Pero eso. No tiene español, pero quería reír a alguien que transmite en Castlevania. Ah, thank you very much. You speak in English? Or what is your language? Thank you very much. I like the rain stars. I hope your stream is very well. Speak English, but I don't speak English so well, so sorry. You can write in English, so not problem. I can understand. Vale, entonces no es por ahí. Debe ser otro camino. De hecho, puede que se una el de la derecha hacia la izquierda. Vale, y antes de ir por allá, entonces vamos a agarrar el teleport. Y vamos a investigar las zonitas que quiero revisar de rápido. Entonces me va a pegar. Ah, que la... Thank you very much por el raid. Que la canción. Qué molestos. Lo bueno que estos quitan poquito. Qué bueno que lo único que hacía daño era el estonzo este. These guys don't have so much stone parts. I got stuck in 1.0 for a while. Ay. It's a good game. It's my first Castlevania. So I was stuck with some bosses. However, I lost the garden with the portals. ¿Sí voy a coincidir con el de este? ¿Es en serio? Ay, ¿es en serio? Qué raro. I want to explore the all map first. Esta zona no puedo subir porque necesito todavía un tercer salto o algo por el estilo. También quiero investigar algo de hasta allá arriba. Que hay una partecita allá arriba que tiene algo escondido. En la parte de hasta arriba. Y sé cómo llegar. Para lo de Torchlight, no sé si quieren que le demos una vez. Dejo el Castlevania y después le damos otra vez más. Mira el bestiario. No te reconozco, nota. Tienes una espadita. Se me hace raro. Ajá. O sea, te dice los 24% de almas. Enemy data. Quetzalcoatl. Tiene demasiado poder. Que luego se ocupan ustedes y pues mejor le damos de una vez. Ya lo maté de 2 golpes. Nice. A ver si la Valkyria me da su poder. Give me your soul. Quetzalcoatl. Solo no los mato de un golpe. Al menos vengo un poquito más poderosa. No requiero tanto descuidos. ¿Tú qué dices? ¿Nota cómo estoy jugando? También anda ahí Gabri. ¿Cómo creen que voy? Quetzal como la dragoncita mommy. La mommy dragoncita. La especialidad de Cars. ¿A qué hora tienes que ir? ¿Qué? La canción con este. ¿Cómo odio este sonso? Ah, pero ya lo mato rápido. ¿Cuánto por ciento llevo, de veras? 71. Demasiado fácil. ¿En serio? ¿Cuál sería el más difícil que han jugado? ¿Cuál sería el más difícil? Ay, se desperdició la moneda. De la canción. La abuela no me ha dado su de esta. Es que todavía no le detiene el tiempo. Yo lo recordaría más difícil que de pequeño. Bueno, de pequeño pues obviamente. Pero como decir, ¿cuándo fue la última vez que lo jugaron? A lo mejor cuando lo jueguen ahorita van igual que yo. I need to attend to my duties now. How you will stream. Thank you very much, Armon. Have a cute day. Nice. Sí, sé lo que la del tiempo. Sí, de hecho vamos primero ahí para allá. Porque si no me voy a regresar. Ay, pero tengo que dar toda la vuelta.